Sony continues to be one of the top players in the cinema camera world. Over the last few years, their FX line has become a favorite for filmmakers, content creators, and hybrid shooters who need both strong photo and video capabilities. Now, with the Sony FX2 already in the hands of users, and the Sony FX3 II expected soon, many are wondering, which one should I go for? Let's explore what we know about both of these cameras, what makes them different, and which one might be the better choice for your needs. The sensor is the heart of any camera, and this is one of the biggest differences between the FX2 and the expected FX3 II. The Sony FX2 uses a 33 megapixel full-frame sensor, which is great for both photo and video. It gives users a lot of detail, and it's especially helpful for those who want to take high-resolution stills along with video. This sensor is more similar to what you'd find in hybrid cameras like the Sony A7 IV, which are designed for both photographers and videographers. The 33 megapixel sensor allows for better flexibility when cropping in post-production and gives sharper results when shooting in 4K, since it's downsampled from a higher resolution. On the other hand, the current Sony FX3 uses a 12 megapixel sensor, which is optimized mainly for video. This lower resolution helps with better low-light performance and faster readout speeds, which are ideal for filmmakers. Now, rumors suggest that the FX3 II will move up to a newer sensor that may be around 24 to 30 megapixels. Some even say it might use a global shutter sensor, similar to what Sony recently added to the A9 III. If that happens, the FX3 II will not only have more resolution than the current FX3, but also get rid of rolling shutter issues, which can be a big problem when filming fast-moving subjects. Overall, if the FX3 II includes the newer sensor as rumored, it will likely offer a great balance between detail and speed, putting it ahead of both the FX2 and the original FX3 in terms of sensor performance. Video is where these cameras truly shine, and this is where the FX3 II is expected to leap ahead. The Sony FX2 can shoot up to 4K at 60 frames per second using the full-frame sensor. You can also shoot up to 120 frames per second, but only with a Super 35 crop or at full HD resolution. While the image quality is excellent, it lacks some of the more advanced formats and internal RAW options that professionals want. It's more of a hybrid camera with good video, but not necessarily made for high-end cinema production. The current FX3, even with its older sensor, supports 4K at 120 frames per second without any crop, and has professional video tools like S-Cinetone, 10-bit 422 internal recording, and even timecode sync. The FX3 is widely used in small indie films, YouTube content, and even Netflix-approved projects. It's designed specifically for filmmakers. Now, if the rumors are correct, the FX3 II will take this even further. It's expected to offer open-gate recording, which means it records using the entire sensor area, 6K resolution, and possibly even 12-bit internal RAW recording. That would be a massive step up. Open-gate recording is especially useful for those who want to crop and reframe in post-production, and internal RAW gives the highest level of flexibility for color grading and editing. If Sony includes global shutter technology, the FX3 II will also be able to film fast action scenes with no rolling shutter distortion, something many filmmakers are asking for. So in terms of video, the FX3 or II could easily become one of the most powerful compact cinema cameras on the market. Both the FX2 and FX3 share a compact, rugged design. They are made for handheld shooting, gimbal work, and small crew setups. The FX2 is a bit closer in design to a traditional mirrorless camera, while the FX3 and FX3 II are shaped like small cinema cameras. The FX3 features a built-in cooling fan, multiple mounting points, and comes with a detachable XLR handle for professional audio inputs. It also includes tally lights which show when you are recording and has a clear, touch-enabled LCD screen. The FX3 II is expected to keep most of this design, but with some improvements. Reports suggest better cooling for longer 6K recordings, improved touchscreen functionality, and updated menu systems. We may also see better button layouts and more customizable options, making it easier to operate during shoots. If you're someone who needs high-quality audio on the go, the FX3 and FX3 II both have an advantage over the FX2, thanks to their XLR handle compatibility and full-sized HDMI ports for external monitors. Sony is known for having some of the best autofocus systems in the industry, and both the FX2 and FX3 use advanced autofocus with eye and face tracking. The FX2 performs very well, offering fast and accurate autofocus for stills and video. However, the FX3 II is expected to go a step further with AI-based subject recognition, similar to what Sony has done with its newer Alpha cameras. This could include more reliable tracking of animals, vehicles, and other complex movement patterns. If you're shooting fast-paced content like documentaries, action scenes, or run-and-gun work, better autofocus can make a huge difference. The FX3 II will likely be more intelligent and consistent in that area. The FX2 is positioned as a more affordable option compared to high-end cinema cameras. It sits somewhere between Sony's Alpha series and their true cinema lineup. For creators who need excellent image quality without breaking the bank, the FX2 is a solid choice. The FX3 is more expensive, and the FX3 II will likely be even more so, given the added features. However, if you're a serious filmmaker or someone who needs the best tools available, the price may be worth it. A camera like the FX3 II can handle professional productions, deliver broadcast-level quality, and future-proof your workflow. We still don't know the exact price of the FX3 II, but most expect it to land somewhere around $4,000 to $4,500 USD, depending on the final specs. Choosing between the Sony FX2 and the upcoming FX3 II depends on what kind of work you do. If you're a hybrid shooter who takes a lot of photos and videos and you don't need all the advanced video tools, the FX2 offers great resolution, solid video features, and a lower price. It's especially good for wedding shooters, travel filmmakers, or YouTubers who also take a lot of stills. However, if your focus is purely on filmmaking, and you want the best video quality, more recording formats, better cooling, and pro-level tools, then the FX3 II is likely the better long-term investment. It will have the flexibility and features to handle almost any video project, from online content to full-scale productions.